What's poppin', humans? Welcome back to another session of what we got going on today. And today on this episode, we're going to be doing nothing but asking questions. Well, the main question is, what is faith? Where does it come from? Why does it influence humanity so much? All these questions and more, but first, let's get to a word to our sponsor. I'm kidding, we don't really have a sponsor. Now for the real episode that we got going on. Faith. The essence of faith. Well, what we understand right now is that the essence of faith only comes from the biblical concepts of religion. Some fit into the ties of Allah, others fit into the ties of Buddha, some fit into the ties of God. Yet, it all holds a message that we're just not understanding. We always hold it dear to ourselves inward. I'm not really talking like inward within like mental structure, I'm talking like inward within the soul. Apparently everybody has a soul, but yet there's a lot of people who deny that they have one. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about it. Now, from what I understand, faith comes from this essence that we call a miracle. Now, within this concept of a miracle, things do tend to happen in an uncontrolled manner and an unpredictable nature, to which is always a beneficial concept. Now, unless you had karma fit in, which I don't really think karma's a bitch, but some people really think that she is. Or it. I don't know what karma is. Well, aside from like the physical concept of karma, I don't know how to replicate karma into a physical standpoint. But in the essence, from what I understand, it's a miracle that bonds. Also, it's a very deep topic to talk about, but we're not here to talk, we're here to ask questions. Where does this miracle occur when all else is lost and we have this hope in our body to understand that faith gets to us? We're here to say that hope has always been there for us, it's just we never understood what it was until we had to figure it out. Or do we always feel like we had faith, but it was just an uncontrolled feeling which we couldn't describe until we had somebody come and guide us to say what faith is and what hope we have for ourselves? Does that include going to a church? Why do they make us pray so fucking much? Why does hope make us feel so strong when we're so weak? Why does weakness hold such a powerful thing to our hearts, which makes us feel frozen or makes us feel weak, to where we have to be persuaded that hope is what keeps us strong and what keeps us alive? Honestly, I'm getting hope a lot from God of War. If anybody's played God of War, then you definitely understand that Pandora was really on some shit when she was talking about hope. Yet hope leads to faith that we just don't understand, and the question is, why is it so hard and sometimes forbidden to understand what faith is to us? Are we not humans to understand that there might be a God? Maybe there is God out there that watches us. What if we have the faith to understand that He might exist? Or what if we have the faith that, God's giving us this message to show that we do matter? What if the faith is to understand that humanity does matter and we just have to spread that message? What if you do matter? How would you live your life in any way that you want to? Would you hope that it would go great? Would you hope that it would go to a way that you prayed for it to be? Would you have the faith that God still watches you to this day? All these questions that be going out, and yet we're still going to keep asking them, because why the fuck not? This is what we have onto this topic. This topic really goes hard. The question is, does God give us this faith, or do we generate it ourselves? Do we have to understand what faith is to become the people that we are going to be in the future? Or some shit like that? What makes us so connected to faith that our soul is divine? Will we ever be divine? Will we ever have meaning? Will we ever have a good life? I believe we will, but at the same time, again, we're here to ask questions, so this is what we have. Why can't faith be on both sides for men and women to better themselves? Can we better ourselves with the hope that we have deep within our hearts, or soul, or whatever the fuck people have in their bodies besides organs, or puberty blockers? I hear that's a thing nowadays, so. But all this type of shit that I want to keep talking about and more. But again, this is what really drives the mentality, right? To understand what faith is. Besides reading the damn Bible, because I understand that faith ties into the Bible, but since it ties into it, the question is, what is it? How does it genre into us? Where do we feel the need to develop this type of wisdom to where we feel to ourselves that we are ready to display this characteristic and this wisdom onto others who are misguided, who are lost, who are unfound by the worlds and the pessimistics of the reality that we live in? God, this is a hell-ass world that we live in, yet we still push by somehow. I guess I have faith that she's enjoying herself. But that is all the time that I have, and I just wanted to ask these questions because it's a wild-ass episode, and we're going to keep going asking these questions. So, you have faith within yourself. So that also shows that you matter to yourself, and you're able to express how you matter to everybody else. And you also got to express love, peace. You understand the whole concept that we can get with ourselves and we do what we want. We have meaning and we have value, and so we should go and express that. I'm not saying in the name of God, you can do whatever the fuck you want, but I'm just saying in the name of your faith and the hope that you can display out into love, you got this shit. as I'm doing the whole symbol, because I mean, hey, something has to mean something, right? Isn't that why we have symbolism? But again, I just wanted to say that is all the time that I have. So thank you everybody for listening. I hope that you all have a great day, because hey, it's a crazy ass day that we're living since, what was it, Easter Sunday, I think? Yeah, Easter Sunday. So take care of it. Peace out.